welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my planning video, which I decided to change. Yeah, it lasted exactly one Sunday. So, however, what is the change? I still want to decorate my planner and stuff, but I feel like there is a lot of planner decoration out there. And just to decorate your planner does not really teach you to plan and does not make you plan. And especially for somebody with a condition. And I know that mentioning it, it makes it like, I can't even describe. No, I'm not that much different. I don't know how to describe that. However, if you have depression, if you have fibro, you cannot just plan. No, you can't write down, okay, Tuesday I'm going to be doing this and that. And Tuesday you wake up in the middle of the night and you have a fibro flare up and there is no 2 hours energy to do this and that. Or you wake up and you're feeling so depressed that there's almost no motivation in you, or there is no motivation in you to do this and that. So I want to talk about it in a little bit. I want to show you my planner, my layout for this week or for the upcoming week. So I did plan. I did not plan. I did utilize my girl I made, and it makes me happy right away. You know, so my planning or my decoration is not this beautiful decoration some people do. My decoration is also not, you know, how I see it all the time that people have like no white space planning or, you know, decoration. And I just don't know how it works, because if everything would be like covered up, I just wouldn't know where my stuff is. And sometimes I try to look how people do it and they write stuff down and I can't even see what they have to do for the week. But I don't care about, you know, I could have put a white piece of paper underneath, but I don't care about this being visible. I almost don't see it. What I see are the numbers. And as most of the time, I also just left out the days, because I know that this side is till Wednesday, you know, and I know that this side starts on Thursday. So for me, it's not very important to write down on the top that it's a Thursday, because I know what it is. You know what I mean? So now I left out this because I have to write down a birthday and 2 more birthdays right here. I left it out. On Sundays, I try to not to, you know, have a lot, so that's a perfect spot for a girl. Last week, I did have a lot of those right in there, and I did not use them all up, which is all right. And this week, I just made 3 for me. By the way, last week, I did reach my goals most of the time. I don't know how to say that, so yay for me. However, this week had a nice quote which I liked already, so I just put a couple hearts under right there and some dots, and it says, give yourself a pep talk, which I do every day. I give myself pep talks. So nothing special. I just put my girls on there. I put some washi on here and black, red, and gold for Germany. And yeah, just put up the numbers and covered up those 2 because there are birthdays and I want to remember that. And this one is more of my business planner. Yeah, because I kind of do have a small business, I guess, because I'm doing YouTube and I have an Etsy store and I have a Facebook group. So you might think it's not much, but basically it is a lot. It is a lot of stuff. You know, I write a greeting every morning, and I try to keep up with birthdays in my Facebook group, and we try to make some challenges or, you know, swaps and stuff like that. So it has to go somewhere. And for my Etsy, I have to exchange stuff. I have to take pictures, upload pictures. It's so much work with Etsy. For I'm not selling a lot of stuff, and I'm not selling expensive stuff, that I'm sometimes just thinking, should you do that at all? Because, you know, it's so much work. Same with YouTube. YouTube is a lot of work, because you have to, first of all, you have to have an idea, then you have to prepare everything, then you have to make the video, you have to edit the video, then you have to save it up on your phone or whatever you do, but I save it up on my phone, then I have to upload it to YouTube, then I have to find a name for it and a description and tags and, you know, just so much stuff for one video. So sometimes I make like a 15-minute video and I work like 2 hours or more just to get it up. You know, sometimes I'm also thinking a lot, except for the whole videos. A lot of crafting videos I do have like 100 views. So a lot of times I'm just thinking, do I want to do this? You know, yes, I want to craft, so I will craft, but sometimes I just think, do I want to upload the videos? Because it costs me like hours to upload the video, and then it's like for 100 people, you know what I mean? And then if you do a haul, you get like 1,000 people watching. So I don't know. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that sometimes I try to figure out if it's worth to spend my energy. But now I talked a lot about my stuff. Right here, what I wanted to talk about today was planning for people who have racing thoughts and an overload in your mind and don't know how they will feel in an hour or two. No energy, no motivation, you know, mostly pain, right? So let me show you something. Let me take a look if I have like, oh yeah, this is, you know, this is like all in German, but that's fine. I will explain this to you. I do have notebooks. I do have kind of a big house. So we have a lot of rooms and a lot of space, and it has to be cleaned, right? And I cannot do like a spring cleaning, never ever. It would take me probably half a year to do a spring cleaning. You saw me clean my room and it was like 3 months. So I try to, long time ago, I read something about Fly Lady, and they are like super duper clean. With, you know, they have all this regime going on. That was too much for me, because they have all these rules and all this stuff, and I try to make it work for me, as I always do. So I did just take notebooks, and they do make zones, I guess. I don't know if you call it a zone in English, but they basically just divide the whole house or a small apartment, whatever it is. You can divide, if you live in a 1-room apartment, you can divide this. If you live in a 20-room house, you can divide this in the same way, you know? So it's not just for a house or just for a room or whatever it is. So there are always 5 weeks in a month, and we make, or I make 5 zones. I have 5 notebooks. For each zone, I have one. This happens to be number 1. So every first week, the first and the 5th week in the month are mostly a short one, right? So if it's April, well, this one was longer, but let's say it would be like April 5th and it's a Friday, April 1st and it's a Friday. So this is your week from Friday to Sunday. It's your first week. So it's only 3 days. So for the first and the last zone, you would always make like a smaller amount. See, I had it different before, and then I changed it. So this is what we are cleaning every first week in the month, you know. So I have this. And then this is my planner for everything that does not have to do with the work I'm doing, YouTube and stuff. So this is the normal planning for me for all the time. I would wake up, or a day before that, I can just write. It's like a running list. And as you can see, sometimes if I get an idea for crafting, I would put it in there as well. And then once it's done, you know, the week is over and whatever, I just rip it out. It happens that I did not rip this out, but everything else is ripped out. So I just rip it out because they cost just a couple cents. So once you're done, you can just, you know, go ahead and do the same thing again. But I divide my whole house, or yeah, my house in 5, and my zones I divide again. So this is my zone number 1, and I know that you cannot read it. Well, the German ones can. So this is in German because I don't know, sometimes it's just easier for me to write in German. And there will be my entry. Oh, you can read that. And great room and patio and backyard and stairway. That's that. And then I write down every little thing you have to do in this, you know, anything and everything. Even if it's like the door, if it's just wipe the floor, you know, everything that's in the room. So we happen to have only one, what do you call it? For the shoes, only one shoe cabinet? I don't know. So that's the only furniture in the little entry. So I will write that down. If there would be like 5 different furniture pieces, I would write them all down. So basically, when the week starts, I have this. And I can see how I feel. Let's say I woke up and I feel great. I will just go pick whatever. I don't have to think about it anymore. I just pick one, do one, and then I'm done with this one. So I would write it down on the next page and I'm just done. Done. Of course, I have a daughter who helps me a lot. She does it in a different way. We share this one and she would just check it off, you know, and then she erases it. So we do it together, but there is no thinking process involved if you do it this way. When I wake up and I don't have this, let's say I don't have this, I wake up and I'm feeling good. I think, oh, I should clean. What should I clean? I should clean the living room, but the kitchen is so dirty. Maybe I should start with the kitchen first. But to start with the kitchen, I need to do that. But if I clean that, then this gets dirty. But I want to clean everything in once. How do I do that? And by the time my thinking process ends, I might have no energy anymore. I will be just lost, you know. So a lot of times when I'm having this in my mind, what I would do is I would just open a new one. I would get myself a pencil or a pen, and I would start brain dumping. I will just dump everything on it. So I have to clean my living room table. That's in my mind right now. In this second, it's in my mind. Then make a card, because I want to make a card for a video. That's in my mind right away, right there together. Clean my room, because I can see it. Oh, I wanted to make some bows. I know it in my head, you know. I want to clean out scraps. There's a lot of things in the same second going on in my brain right this second. I have to take a shower. This is together. This is just mixed in somewhere in there. Oh, look up what to cook. You know. a lot. There is for sure 5 billion more thoughts in my brain right now. Oh, I have to make 4th of July craft. It's gonna go on and on and on and on and on and on, you know. Then I could go there and kind of see. So the table is a cleaning act. This is a crafting act. Cleaning my room is crafting for me. So it's outside my room, look out what to cook, craft. So I know, okay, this is craft related. This is probably not too important. Then I will look to this side and see, what's the most important part right here? I have to look up what to cook so I can thaw meat or whatever, or see if I have to go to the store or whatever. So I will pick my priority, and then I go back here and I will pick my priority right here. You know, it's here, it doesn't matter. If I'm working kind of with YouTube and I know that I have to upload a video or make a video or something, or if I told somebody I will upload a video, that will be my priority and that will be the only thing. So what I would do is I write many more. I will pick whatever I think it's my priority, and then I will go again and I will just leave 1 or 2 in there. And then I start just doing. I have my list and I just start doing it with my 1,000 thoughts. If I finish something, I will just, you know, scratch it off. And if I can think, or for sure I will think of a million more things, I will just write it down. And this is like a brain dump, like a running list as well, you know. So I don't have to do it all today. I will not do it all today. What I will do is scratch off the things I have done, and then tomorrow I wake up and it's the same list. And if I have something in my brain, and I will for sure, I will just dump it on there, you know. I will just write it down and go ahead and have like a running list. And if you have a running list and you, let's say, like, okay, I did this and this and this and this, you know, I did all of that. Now I can't see. What I would do every couple days or whatever, I will just write this. I will take this and write it down in the back of my running list so I can scratch off the whole first part and I can see the whole list again. I hope that makes sense. So I would give you the tip to do that for sure. Because a lot of times, first of all, if you write it down, it's in your brain. It's down here, it's out. It's not gonna bug you in your brain anymore. It helps me because once I wrote it down, I know, oh, I won't forget it. It's written down, you know, it's out of my brain. And I constantly have racing thoughts. I constantly have so many thoughts in my head. It's incredible. My head hurts. And they are not connected, you know. I'm not thinking about one event constantly with all the little details. No. I'm thinking about Christmas and summer, and you know, it's just very randomly what comes into my head. I do not put it in there. It just pops up in there. But if you do a brain dump, it's so much easier for you. You kind of empty your brain for a second and then it can start getting the thoughts again. But you wrote it down and you can just go ahead and do this. And this works together for me. So I wake up, I'm okay for 5 minutes. I just pick one. I know that taking off, this is for the stairs, I have to take off the dog hair, you know, not just like pick it up because we do vacuum every day, but I take a brush and I really brush it out because I don't want it. And I do it every week, so I know exactly what it is every month. So I know exactly what it is, and I know it's going to take me 5 to 10 minutes to finish this up. So I can just pick a little task. I do not pick like clean the entry. No, never ever, because this will overwhelm me already, especially on a bad day. So I will just pick, okay, I can clean the door. This is to clean the door, the entry door. I can do that. It takes me maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So I do that. And if I'm done, like if I don't feel well, whatever, I did one. And then if I take a break and I'm okay, I might go ahead and just, you know, organize the shoes. You know what I mean? So, and also I can go ahead and pick here. You know, there is different things. Some things I can do while sitting down. So if I'm exhausted, I cannot stand up anymore or whatever, I know that I can pick my things for sitting down, like here. This side will always be sitting down because it's in my craft room. Even clean my craft room, I can sit down on my chair and I can clean my table. I don't have to walk around. So always have like something. If you can't stand, you know, if you can't stand up and walk around, have a list for that. This is how I did my room. I couldn't stand anymore, so I would take a box with whatever I could organize while sitting down. I would take it to my living room, sit down there, and slowly organize that, because I'm sitting down anyways, right? So I might as well just do a little bit of something. So this is basically my tip for today. I am not preparing this. This is just what's coming into my mind. So, you know, and I would like to know if you guys do it this way, if anybody does it this way, if, you know, yeah, just tell me if it helped you, if you want to try, and just try it out and let me know in a week how this worked for you. So, I hope this helped. I don't know what I'm going to do next weekend with my planner, but I hope this helped right now. So, yeah, if you liked it and think it's helpful, give me a thumbs up and share and subscribe. And I will come back next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So today I did it on a Saturday because tomorrow is Father's Day and I don't want to be, you know, making a video and maybe get exhausted, so I cannot enjoy Father's Day. So yeah, I'm not planning on doing anything tomorrow except for Father's Day. All right, like I said, thumbs up, comment down below, and just enjoy your day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.